Do you see the PT and the Q? See the PT and the QT? Just change that to P and just change that to Q. What it means is you put in the time and it tells you how much. Is that right? Now, it says population. So the population of Sapphire City is S by e to the 0.1t multiplied by 10 power 6. The population of Avalon City is 3.9 by e to the kt by 10 power 6. The functions above, time is in years, and t equals 0 is the beginning of 2010. Both S and K are constants. That means they're regular numbers. We need to figure out two parts of this question. We need to figure out what S is, and then in part two, we're going to need to figure out what K is. Is that right? Now, we're talking about Sapphire City. So because they're talking about Sapphire City, and they're talking about the start of 2010, what's the t value at the start of 2010? We know that t equals 0. Is that right with you guys? Now, we're going to write down the population of Sapphire City formula. It's SE 0.1. What do we replace t with? 0. Okay. And then what else? Multiply by 10 to the power of 6. Now get this. What's e to the power 0? 0. So S multiplied by 10 to the power 6 is equal to how many people? 1,100,000. Now, is S on its own yet? How do we get S on its own then? 1,100,000 people divided by 10 to the power of 6. Somebody do that quickly. 1.1. S equals 1.1. We all good with that? So, that's grand. Now, going to part B. Find the predicted population in Sapphire City at the beginning of 2025. Now, at the beginning of 2025, how many years is that? 5 years, yeah? 5 years from the beginning. We know the formula for Sapphire City now. It's 1.1 e to the 0.1 t. It'll be 5 in a second. 10 to the power 6. Now, what am I going to change that t with? 5. It means multiply by 5. It doesn't mean 15, okay? Everybody instant calculator with that. 1.1. Shift, what's the e, yeah? 0.1 to the power of 5. And multiply by 10 to the power 6. Who got 1,813,593 people? 1,813. The population is getting bigger, right? Yeah, I say so. It wants it rounded it down to the lower. That was worth 10 marks as well. You're on 20 out of 55 now. You've nearly passed the question. We all good? Now, find the predicted change in the population in Sapphire City during 2015. So does that mean start of 2015 and then end of 2015, which is technically the start of 2016? What happens if I get the population at both times and just take them away from each other? That will tell me the population growth for that year. I already know what t equals 5 is. What's t equals 5? It's the last answer to the last question. 813. What else? 593. Now I'm going to find out what happens when it's t equals 6. It's 1.1 e to the 0.1 t. So 0.1 times 6 multiplied by 10 to the power of 6. I'll just go back to what I already have and just change that to a 6. This is worth 5 marks, gents. 2,004,300 and 330 or 331. I mean, the answer we got for that was 200, and we rounded downwards because it's not a full person. You need a full person to be part of the population. So 2,000,000 was it 4,330. And then we took one answer away from the other one. And what do we get? 197 and 100. 199. Yeah. 738. Yeah. And it was 737, wasn't it? And the market scheme says 737. Yeah. So we're going to go here. Are we cool with that? Oh, good. All right. Now, D. The predicted population of Avalon at the beginning of 2011 is 3,709,795 people. Write down and solve the equation K. Now, do you know the great thing about this question is, if you aren't able to do part D, you can take the K value and use it for the rest of the question. You got it? If you get a different K value, do not use the K value you get. Use the K value they said it definitely is. Is that right? Now, let's do this. What's the formula for Avalon? 3.9 EKT by 10 to the power of 6. And that equals 3,709,795 when T equals 1 because it's the start of year. Yeah. I'm just going to replace T with 1, which basically just means just get rid of the T. K times 1 is K. Now, here's what we're going to do. What we're looking for is the K is in the power position. What does that usually mean you do? Lads, we're going to do logs because if it's in the power position, logs has to happen, right? You understood? Okay. Now, here we go. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to get rid of the 10. I'm going to get rid of the 10 to the power 6. I'm going to bring that underneath. So could somebody do 3,709,795 divided by 10 to the power 6? Anybody got it? 3.709795. Okay, that's when I divide by the 10 to the power 6, which is now gone. Okay, see that 3.9? I can't log both sides yet. Why? The K is only working on the E. The K is not working on the 3.9. So I need to divide that by 3.9. And you know what? I'm not even going to do that. What I'm going to do is e to the power K. I'm going to get my 3.9. Ever see the 3.9? I'm going to grab that 3.9 and send it where? There, yeah. Now and only now am I going to log both sides. We got that? Okay. Here's what we're going to do now. What happens to the K? Goes in front. And what's K ln E? ln E is 1, isn't it? So all we need to do is put this into our calculator and we can find out what the K value is. So everybody throw that into the calculator and we're hoping we can we get minus 0.05 or something near that. Yeah, it's close to 0.05 as you can get, really, isn't it? Has anybody done this question before? No, it's the first time for us all. Yeah. Now, it's now. Find the year during which the population of both cities is equal. Would everybody agree? P equals P. They're both the same. So what's the formula of Sapphire again? 1.1 e to the 0.1 t by 10 to the power of 6. Now, the deal is that, see the way it was a negative answer? See the way that's a negative answer? That means one of the cities is decreasing in population while the other one is increasing. You could check that out using your calculator. Okay, so one of them's going to go down as the other one's going up. Okay, what's the second formula? 3.9 e to the what? 0.05 t multiplied by. Now, what can cancel straight away? Y. Both sides are being multiplied by 10 to the power 6. Or technically, you can divide both sides by 10 to the power 6. And that will cancel both of them outright. Is that okay? Now, okay, what's next then? Now, will I log both sides right now? Why? Okay, brilliant. Okay, now, okay, I think I'm sorry getting out of time here. Here's what we're going to do. 1.1 divided by, and then on the other one it's going to be e to the minus 0.05t and e. What's the rule of indices? Top one take away, bottom one. So if I had x7 over x5, the answer will be x2. So what am I going to do here then? So e to the minus 1.5 t. All right, guys, ln both sides, please, really quickly. Huh? Minus 0.15 t ln e. Lads, somebody does for finishment's sake, will somebody... Shh. Shh. Well, everybody, whatever answer you get there, whatever answer you get for ln 1.1 over 3.9, will you divide it by minus 0.15 for me? Just really quickly, just want to wrap it up. 8.45? 44. 8.44 years, lads, well done. And that is a wrap. Okay, we'll finish the rest of that another day.